Welcome back, true believers. This is Raktar, and today I begin the end of the journey. This is going to be the last recording session of Okami, because guess what? It all fucking goes down here on the Arc of Yamato. So get ready for a bunch of cutscenes, and then a bunch of other shit, because that's what's about to happen. And of course, Isun is he's telling us that basically, once you go in here, you're basically starting the end of the game. So, don't go in here unless you're willing to start the end of the game. And well, I am ready to start the end of the game, which also means that I'm ready to start some cutscenes, because you know who hasn't appeared in a while, and you should get prepared to see, is... Oh, and look, I've got not Solar Flare on, or my Rosary. How long has it been since we first met? It all started in the valley of Sakuya's chest. Then we laid the smackdown on Orochi, then that fox wench. We even went inside an emperor's body and traveled to the bottom of the sea. Then before I knew it, I found myself back in my own land. And now it all ends with the appearance of the legendary arc. But for you, it's just the start of an even greater adventure. Sorry, Ami. I'm afraid this is where we say goodbye. As I told you from the beginning, I joined you so that I could steal those 13 brush techniques of yours. We found them all during our travels, and now each and every one has been etched into my mind. It's not like I've mastered them yet, but I plan on having loads of fun with my newfound skills. It's a bit sad to see you go, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Take care of yourself, pal. Look, you're a god, I'm a sprite. We live in completely different worlds. The road ahead may be a tough one, but it's one you're just gonna have to walk alone. I know. It's just, I got things I need to do, you know? Now let's wrap this up. I can't stand long goodbyes. Farewell, my furry friend. How many times do I have to tell you? We gotta go our separate ways. Now leave me alone, you thick-headed lump of fur. He's right, ma chérie. Ma chérie. Your way lies with this arc. And that's who I was saying we haven't seen in a while. But there is much significance to this character. At last, a path to the heavens has opened up. How long have I yearned for this moment? 200 years? No, it must have been much longer. What are you babbling on about now, you big fruitcake? A path to the heavens on that creepy old hunk of junk? What a fitting exit for a half-baked prophet like you. I have no idea what you're up to, and frankly, I don't care. I'm not a part of this anymore, so I'm gonna split. Have fun, you two. Afraid of the legendary arc, are we? What did you say? Well, if you must go, then. Besides, only those worthy of the trip to heavens may board. The fabled Arc of Yamato. You never had a ticket, and you never will. Why, you witless two-bit half-baked prophet? You're just trying to trick me into getting on that stupid boat. I'm not gonna fall for something like that. I'm no fool, so there. Wait a sec, I know. Maybe I should just hop on board your little boat. Yeah, and then I should tear the place apart as a little parting gift to you. Don't blame me. I already told you, only those worthy of the trip to the heavens may board. But you didn't need me to tell you that, my little bouncing friend. You know very well why you can't board this ark. Do I not speak the truth, little celestial envoy? Well, it's about time. My little friend, I have another prophecy for you. Listen up, because this will no doubt come in handy for you. It takes two to tango. The bond of the brush shall intercede. What the fuck am I watching? I thought I'd give you the long version, since it was my last. Pretty good, don't you think? Those unwilling to fulfill their own destiny cannot board the ferry to the celestial plane. Life is all about resolve. Outcome is secondary. It is resolve that determines the value of your life. You have no doubt met many such resolute people in your journeys. Well, my little bouncing friend, I must bid you adieu. Shall we, Mashari? We have a date with Destiny, and we mustn't keep her waiting. So, holy shit, right? Welcome to the Ark of Yamato. Now, the Ark of Yamato is an interesting place. It's a place where, for some reason, I can't fucking slash these bots. Alright, so I'm gonna talk to... Oh, he's gonna talk to me. My eyes may have been enveloped in darkness all this time, but I know when I see a divine being before me. Okami Amaterasu, you've returned home. I, Marco, would like to welcome you on behalf of all Celestials. Celestial being Marco. Oh, I made a mistake. I said that you'd returned home, but of course I was wrong. This is the inside of the dreaded Ark which fell from the heavens. It's nothing like our wonderful home, the Celestial Plane. Alas, only my spirit remains in this world. It's been imprisoned here for many years. Perhaps it was my destiny. Okami Amaterasu, I'd be so grateful, if you could bestow upon us a small gift. Not only for me, but for the others who succumbed to death. In exchange, I will give you what I can. I'm sure that it would lift everyone's spirits. Do I have Demon Fangs? Oh, okay, so this guy will basically sell you anything, pretty much, as long as you've got what it takes to buy it. So, if you need things now at this point in the game, this guy is your man. He is your sweet, sweet vendor. But let's see here. So yeah, he'll act as the normal vendor and as the Demon Fang vendor. You can sell any treasures you've come across. By the way, if I had not purchased every weapon in the game, he would now be offering any weapons that I had not purchased up to this point in the game. Realistically, I mean, it would probably help me to buy, like, Steel Fist Sake here. I've got tons of them, actually. Like, I could buy some Exorcism Slips, maybe, just to speed up fights. I don't know. I mean, basically all my money is worthless at this point in the game, so it's like... anything I feel like buying, there's really no reason not to, you know? Use it for the final battle and all that shit. Oh. Is that... Oh, and that's out. Now he's out of those. Alright, so yeah. That guy's basically your last vendor. So, as you can see, it's dark, it's ominous, it's the Ark of Yamato. Notice, all these doors are painted with symbols you maybe recognize. You know, a fox with 9 tails, a flaming bull beast with a sword, giant spider thing. I can't even... What did we face that was that? I don't even fucking know. And, the guy from the stomach of the... I don't even remember all the names. But yeah, these are all bosses that I have faced before. That is the point I'm trying to make. And I think if I come up here, maybe I trigger a cutscene. Nope. I guess you just start going and doing the bosses. How many are there? There's 5. Alright. So yeah. Basically what I'm gonna do for these boss fights is I'm gonna speed them up and put post-commentary with them, because I don't want to not commentate over the last boss fights, but at the same time, I don't want to not show, or... What am I trying to say? I don't want to not have commentary over the final, dungeon-type area, but at the same time, I also don't want to show full fights that I've already done before, because they really are just the same fights over, but now they're here in the Ark of Yamato, instead of elsewhere, so that's what I'm gonna do. Right. We were heartbroken after the battle on the Celestial Plane, when you fell to this world with that monster. We managed to escape before it happened, but little did we know the tragedy that was about to befall us. After we ran away from the battle, we boarded the Ark of Yamato, hoping to get away, but not long after we set sail, countless monsters appeared from the depths of the Ark. Having nowhere to run, all of us were devoured by the monsters. This Ark, which was built by the lunar civilization, turned out to be a cargo ship designed to transport thousands of monsters. Not long after setting sail, the Ark lost its rudder and plummeted down to this world. The Celestials on board, each and every one of us, were slain. I don't know why the Moon Tribe built such a thing, but when the Ark fell to this world and brought such tragedy, well, it was nothing short of a disaster. Okami Amaterasu, it seems that the Ark has begun to move again after all this time, but this place is like a nest of dark beings. Please, take care not to be sucked into the darkness. So... Huh. I guess I could break these pots, but... there's really nothing I need, so... Post-commentary... Ahoy! Let the boss battles begin. I'm gonna try to get just all of the boss battles into this one episode, and then add the post-commentary to it. So like I said, this fight is exactly like it is before. Basically what you want to do at the beginning is dodge around his abilities, and then when I open up my bag right here, I'm looking for my exorcism slips, and I can't find them. I didn't understand why I wasn't able to find my exorcism slips, because I wanted to use them to beat all of his little minions so I could make the fight go really fast, but like I said, I just couldn't find them. And then, obviously, dodge all his moves again until he puts his sword in the air. Then during the second phase is when I really fucked up. This is why the time is going to be really bad on this fight. Is because I spent the whole time, trying to use the lightning to shock his main tail, because his main tail still has the sword up in the air. But I realized you can't actually do that. So I didn't take out any of his tails that time. But then on this next one, I'm back into just the normal... doing the normal shit again, taking his tails out like you're supposed to. And then I get him down to 2 tails, which obviously means I had 1 more cycle to go, which was stupid of me. Take out the elderly one, and that brings me to his final phase, which once I get to that phase, you shock him, kick his ass really hard, it's really easy, and I just kind of whip him up. Yeah, I did horribly on time. I was trying to do some stuff, I'll explain it, I probably explained it during the commentary, the dumb things that I was trying to do there. But... that brings me back, I believe, to... okay, it just gives me a portal to the main area of the ship. Yeah, I took damage a couple times during that fight. Probably... it's funny, like, I know the fights, and yet I'm probably still gonna fuck all these up. So yeah, seriously, don't be surprised if I mess up these fights horrendously. Oh, but now Hakuba has more to tell me. It seems one of the dark beings has disappeared. If only all the evil power would leave our midst, then I'm sure the Ark would return to the Celestial Plane. But now it seems that the time has come for my spirit to take leave. It's brought joy to my heart to have met you before I depart. I hope that you will return to the celestial plane, Amaterasu, and that you will bring light to this world once more. So, you notice that their hair looks the same as, they have, like, the angel wings on their hair, and that is done quite very much on the purpose. But yeah, next I think I'm gonna head to this boss, which I believe is the boss that we faced. I forget all their names. Blight. That's his name. I'm gonna head for Blight, who I believe is the boss that I faced inside of the stomach of the Emperor. And before I do that, though, I'm going to pick up... Come on. Come on. Seriously. Seriously? There we go. That's what I was looking for, was a unit of health. Alright, and by the way, during that last fight I tried to use... Do I just not have any on me? I thought I had them, but apparently I must have sold them all. Alright, well, whatever. Whatever. Here we go. Time to take on Blight with some sweet time slowing down powers. So in this fight, I'm not 100% sure why it didn't go as well as I had hoped. Maybe it's because I guess I did waste a little bit of time. See, like in both of his cycles, I took down half his health bar, so I wasn't sure why I did so badly. I think it's because maybe I could have done a lot better if I had ricocheted those swords back at him like I was supposed to, but since I didn't, it took a little bit of extra time. But yeah, I just destroyed him. Seriously, I still didn't do well on time. I took him down in 2 cycles. Can you take him down in 1 cycle? I mean, maybe if I had used the right powers, you can take him down in 1 cycle. That actually kind of bothers me that I did badly on time during that fight. I was like, oh, dude. Like, after the fight, I was straight up, I was like, okay, I took a hit, but all that did was take away my godhood, so the hit didn't really matter because it didn't affect my damage rating. But I was still a little bit surprised to see that I did not do well on time, because I was under the impression that 2 cycles was like about as fast as that fight was gonna go, but apparently not. Alright, here we go. It's you, Okami Amaterasu. I did wonder when the arc began to move. Lo and behold, it's the guardian of our home, the celestial plane. Celestial being, Sado. Why did such tragedy befall us? This ark was built by the lunar civilization as a rescue boat. It had been enshrined in the celestial plane for many years. We believed it would be safe. In order to ensure our future existence, we fled to the ark when the monster attacked us. How could we have known this ark would become our coffin? I don't know. Maybe it was our destiny. Perhaps it was all decided from the start. That monster, Orochi, who attacked the celestial plane, had suddenly come flying across the sea of stars, and after destroying our people in our homeland, it went on to cause pain and suffering in this world. Perhaps it was all preordained by the Moon Tribe. Oh. Duh. This is Orochi. Remember when I was like, what do you think is in... I was like, what did I fight that was like a 9-headed snake? Duh. It's fucking Orochi. How could I have been so fucking stupid about that? This is probably gonna be the longest fight. There's like no way to slow down or to speed up the Orochi fight. Alright, so remember when I said I wasn't gonna cut out any of the final fights? Strike that. I'm actually going to cut out that fight, because even with me, like, knowing the strats, you can see I did well on time. Doing well on time in that fight still means it took me, like, twice as long as any other fight, and you've already seen it twice, so I don't know. Would it be so bad that I cut out a fight that I've already shown twice in the series? I'll even put in the annotation right now on the screen. If you wanna see that fight, you can be like, oh, so that's that fight. Because yeah, like, as I was doing the fight, I was like, there's like, nothing has changed. Like, there is completely, utterly no reason for me to show this fight. I sense the presence of someone here on the Ark. Could it be that man from the Moon Tribe? I can feel his pain somewhere deep down inside this ark. Amaterasu, you must save him without a moment's delay. You must stop the seeds of tragedy from being sown. In order for the evil in this world to be exorcised, the sun god Amaterasu must return to the celestial plane. I pray that you will watch over the world from the heavens, and that you will bestow peace upon us all. Thanks, Sato, for your great wishes. So yeah. I know I said I wasn't going to cut out any boss fights, but that boss fight... It's going. It's got to go. Because... there's no way, in good conscience, that I can leave that boss fight in just because it's been shown so many times. But the spider boss, on the other hand, not only will I show the spider boss, I will show it without post-commentary because I believe that I will do the spider boss very quickly. I think that it won't even take any crazy amount of time. By the way, notice that on the spider boss's face is the creepy ghost face from the boat. I didn't even notice that, I think, until just now. The one that I like freaked out about, and I was like, it's the ring face. I was like, this is the ring. Everything is going badly. Oh my gosh, why can't I draw a vine? Maybe it's because the ring face is stopping me from drawing a vine. Why? What is, like, why am I having trouble drawing a vine here? There we go. There's numero trace. Alright, and hopefully I can get this fight done ridiculously quickly. In one cycle, preferably. Oh, but it looks like maybe not. This spider boss might have increased defenses here in the future, now that she has creepy ghost face inside of her. Nope. There we go. I knew. I was like, yeah. I was like, this fight, I do not even need to cut. It would be a waste for me to... I was like, it'll be a waste for me to even go back and record post-commentary for this fight. Because, seriously, it's gonna go so fast. It's such a goofy fight. It's funny that they include it so many times in the game. Like, that fight is funny because, like, even Orochi, I sped up on the second time, but on that fight, I've shown it in its entirety. Every one of, I think that was the fourth or the fifth, I think that was the fourth time I've done that fight in this series. So it's just bizarre that that fight is just so easy compared to some of the other boss fights, and yet they keep on using it. Maybe that's the reason they keep on using it, is because it's an easier boss fight, so it doesn't feel like it's, like, as much of a huge challenge. Oh, and the last guy. Oh. The last guy. What is this guy's name again? Why can I not remember this guy's name? Oh, this is Crimson Helm. I've been waiting for you, Okami Amaterasu. My fleeting spirit will disappear at any moment. I'm glad I was able to hold on long enough to meet with you. Long, long ago, you and Orochi fell together to this world. Then you waited for the Chosen One to put an end to Orochi's life. You waited patiently for countless moons, until finally the Chosen One, Nagi, was born. Together, you sent the monster of the moon to its fate. You didn't realize it, but that was just one ripple in the wave of darkness. It's exactly 100 years since the legend of Nagi. The monster was quietly recovering its strength for all those years, until it used Nagi's descendant, Susanoo, to complete its revival, and once again it tried to destroy this world. When you defeated it, the next stage of its plan began. It cursed the land with its evil power. And the world was soon overrun with monsters from the Ark. Orochi's evil essence was more than enough to power them all. The smoldering powers of darkness exploded through Nippon. And the world was thrown into the storm of chaos never seen before. After that, well, you saw with your own eyes, the evil powers that left those monsters you defeated have all gathered here in the Ark of Yamato. Exorcism of the roots of evil is a daunting task. You must keep your eyes open for what's in the center of it all. Notice that Lechku and Nechku do not make an appearance here in the Ark of Yamato. Which makes sense, by the way, because that would just be stupid to do a boss fight that many times in a row. Like, because, yeah, these are all repeats of boss fights you've already done, But that would be kind of ridiculous just to put Lechku and Nechku right here, right after you did that temple. So I didn't even realize how ridiculous this fight was going to be with time slowdown ability. With time slowdown, you can just sit there behind him, rip his armor off, blow out his fire, destroy him, and then do it again. And at that point, the fight was pretty much already over. I used an Infinity Stone. Easy peasy. Yeah, I popped the Infinity Stone during that one because I was like, I realized that I might run out of ink in the fight, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna blow this fight out of the water. I didn't even realize I was gonna do it so fast. And then I realized that with Mist, that makes that fight a totally different beast than it is when you do that fight in the Gale Shrine, just because the Mist Mist totally changes everything. And now I've got the power of Inkfinity on my side, and I don't know why I'm slashing these open. I don't need anything out of these. By the way, notice though, I almost have enough money to buy another freaking Tundra Beads, just because if you do those boss fights well, you get a ton of money. The Waves of Darkness have finally begun to roll. All this evil power, I cannot hold on much longer. Matarasu, there's one final thing I must tell you. The man of the Moon Tribe with the golden hair, I want you to tell him something. The Celestials will never forget how he fought alongside you when Orochi attacked. We are forever grateful. Who is the man of the Moon Tribe? I think you all maybe know the answer to that. And I think I'm gonna meet up with him maybe right about here, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to meet up with him maybe right about here. So yeah, as you can guess, the music has taken a turn for the worst. The final battle awaits through that door. I'm gonna go use the rest of my money on shit just for the hell of it, and I'm just gonna, like, pop all my cooldowns on the final battle. But I feel like this is a fantastic spot to leave off and say, in the next time, I face the great evil that is binding the Ark of Yamato to this earth, and we find out who the last member of the Moon Tribe is. Of course, it's Waka. Spoiler alert. Oh, P.S. I thought I should mention, before I go into the final battle, this guy's inventory changes. He now sells Tundra Beads, but I already bought it. He sells Gold Dust, which I don't even know how many he sells. I think he sells 2 Gold Dust. And he now sells Exorcism Slip L and Holy Bone L. Which I'm actually going to buy some Holy Bone L because I remember the last boss battle being faintly annoying. I'm going to buy some Holy Bone L. I'm just going to buy, dude, it's like nothing's stopping me from just like spending all my money right now. And I'm just going to buy a ton of Exorcism Slip L. So yeah, now, officially, for realsies, next time on Dragon Ball Z, the final boss. This has been Rector. Thank you for watching.